no doubt. East 10th Street where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex the boy with the B. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the two worlds meet. East 10th Street boys bring the party. Bring the noise from Hialeah with some joy.
Drink water like that. Well, I'm telling you, bro. I'm focused, bro. I'm focused, man. Yeah, inside out.
You know who I am by now.
Identify us.
You know, hey. When Alex takes a shower, the dude goes for 3 hours. I mean, it's like, you know he's going to be gone for a while. You have time. Do whatever you're going to do. Go grocery shopping. Go eat dinner.
Night, Latin spice and neon lights.
Good evening, Miami, and welcome to another edition of East Century Boys straight out of Hialeah. I'm Bobby O'Gringo, joined always by Alex. Wait a second.
I am not.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Here with Adrian of the Rainey Day Podcast. Alex, of course, is running on Cuban time. Why wouldn't he? Helping his dad, supposedly. Jesus is just running late. He's being lazy. But anyway, we got a fun show here tonight here on FTSN. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Going to talk Miami Heat. Going to talk Dolphins, Michigan, Canes, Notre Dame, and so much more. Before we get into that, Adrian, my brother, it's been this long time coming. You're here. How the heck are you?
Yes, sir. I'm great, brother. Long day, but I'm here. Been excited for this all day. It's been a long journey to get to this point, to be on East 10th Street, boys. And I'm ready to go, man. Ready to talk some sports and some leche with Leche King over here.
That's right. You gotta get some leche, man. I should have thought of that. Should have had a good big glass of leche, white leche.
I was thinking about going chocolate milk because I like my milk tan. You know, I don't like that white milk unless I'm eating cereal. So, but that's that's a preference.
So you're one of those type of people, like, you can't have just a straight up cold glass of white milk, whole milk. You got
it's gotta be strawberry or chocolate, bro.
Strawberry chocolate. I love all, put some banana syrup, chocolate or strawberry syrup, whatever. I love it. But
banana.
Oh yeah, man. I see when I used to go on the road with my dad, we go to, like, before we would hit the road, because he was a mover. So we'd get in the tractor trailer before we'd leave. He'd stop at the gas station. He'd go and we get some chocolate. Sometimes I see Nesquik. He said, "Oh, banana flavor. I'm gonna grab that and try that out." So I tried those out, and they were always really good. But I love a cold glass of whole milk, brother. Like, if I, like you feel that coldness down your chest, like, oh, that's why, like, dude, freaking
the same with chocolate.
Torn cuff, torn labrum, broken.
Oh no! See, it's the white milk, yeah. It's the white milk. Bobby, maybe you should have had some chocolate milk before you came on. He's so froze. First time on the show. Guess I'm hosting. It's awesome. All right. Bobby will be back shortly. Alex will be here whenever Alex get here, really. But we're gonna keep it going. We were talking about banana flavored milk. Has anybody ever tried banana flavored milk? I ain't never heard of that before, ever in my life. Not one time. That's got to be a special one right there for sure. Yes, sir. So I am Adrian with the Rainy Day Pod, man. I talk, as you can see, all South Florida sports, little wrestling. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I'm here in Tennessee, and I got that Hialeah internet, apparently. Dang. What, I don't know how far I got, but anyway, I blame milk for my
banana.
Tolerance.
You said your shoulder, and then something else, and instantly froze.
Yeah. So what I was saying was, I got that rotator cuff, torn rotator cuff, torn labrum in the hip. I had a broken foot I didn't even realize I had until they did an X-ray. I said, my wife, yeah, no, that's legit. And my wife always talks about my high tolerance for pain. I don't realize I have it till I have it. And she's like, how do you do that? How is that? And I said, it's that milk, man. It's all that leche I drink. Gets me right. Oh, here, hold on. And we got someone trying to break into the stream here. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Took his damn time. Let's wait for him here. Probably sitting outside with all the airplanes, the dogs, the cats. Let's wait for him. Get on in here. But yeah, man, no, I
help none of your injuries though.
No, I didn't say kept me together. I'll tell you what, though, I didn't feel it. I remember
it's good going down.
How I figured out about my foot was, I have a thing for whatever reasons. I twist my ankle. I'll roll up my ankle. And I was playing ball with my son outside, and I went to go block him, and I rolled up my ankle real bad. And I mean,
soft as ankles, man. Soft as ankles, bro. Soft as ankles. That's tissues, bro.
Come in here late. Come in here late.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. My apologies. Good evening. How you doing, my man?
Come in here late. But no. So how I realized again was I twisted my ankle pretty bad, rolled up my ankle playing with my son. So the next day I had to go to the clinic and just get because it was swollen. I could barely walk on it. And they said, oh, it looks like you have some fragments in there. Maybe you broke it. Oh, that's great, dude. I was like, oh shit. So I had to be on crutches. And then when they got another look at it from one of the specialists, he was like, no, that's an old break. That's something that's been there. So I was like, oh damn, I didn't even realize it.
Been broke.
I said, I didn't even realize it. I was like, all right. So I tell you again, I don't know how I don't feel it. I blame the milk. You know what I mean? That's why you got to drink a whole glass of white milk, the leche down your gullet, just full on,
Yeah.
And they said that leche is good for your skin. So if you pour it on your face, you can rub it in. Yeah.
Yep.
We're just
that's how I get this going all. That's how I have that. That's how I have this milky skin, brother.
Pale skin. I got you.
Alex,
what's up? Some of your beard.
That's right. This is dry leche.
Yeah, dry leche. Oh man.
Took long enough, brother. What happened?
My bad. Something came up.
Life. Yeah. Yeah. That's number 2.
Damn. There he is. I think
I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah. Yeah. I left. Something came up. Obviously, a 5-minute thing turned into a little longer. And then when I look up, I'm like, oh, I'm still on time because I'm Cuban. But I'm like, I'm really late because we got a guest. So my apologies, my brother. Thank you for joining us, and I know Bobby gave you the right introduction to the fans, so appreciate it. And Roberto, what did I walk into, man? Is this another injury you got up for real? Is this recent right now? Or
no. Yeah, Adrian was saying how excited he was to be here and wants to talk about leche and all that whatnot.
Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure
he's the leche king.
Always, bro. You see that, bro? That man is. Bro, you should just answer the phone.
I'm gonna answer it.
Answer the call. Answer the call live on air. Let's see this. Hello. That's the same way.
Hey man, I'm doing a show, dude.
Yeah. You're live right now.
I'm live right now.
Yeah.
East End Street Boys.
Yeah.
Top 5 actresses? What do you mean?
What? Did he just call you? What did he just call you for? What's weird?
Wait, hold on. No, see now I'm confused. He's saying here's a segment for you guys. Top 5 actresses. So are you saying for being an actor? Hottest actresses?
How good she looks. That's the thing.
Put him on speaker.
I'm sure.
But it's a little weird. He called you when you started talking about milk. You started talking about milk and he just called you right away. That's weird, dog.
Banana flavored milk.
But
you hear that? He said, who are your top 5 celebrities? Salma Hayek for sure.
Okay. But are we breaking it down by age, overall, like mature actresses, younger actresses? What is he looking for?
Technical.
I know.
He just went Salma Hayek.
You're trying to get us canceled, dude. I
sure.
respect all women. I don't look at women that way, man. I'm a happily married man. I don't do that, man. He was lies.
Liar. You live in a bath of lies.
Alex, you are complicated. Alex is complicated. You can't just say, Alex, what are your top 5 hottest actors? He goes, but by age group, by race, that's by whatever. It's like, dude, just answer the question. No, but
how am I gonna?
He like to be specific.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? 5 of the 5 most beautiful actors of our times. I don't know. there's age ranges here, man. We got to break it down. Generation. We should break it down by generations.
We talking about 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it,
man. Because Salma Hayek 30 years ago and Salma Hayek now is still, good.
Salma Hayek is Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek 30 years ago.
Exactly.
Harrison said he can't trust your judgment because you said Justice Winslow will be a top 5 player.
Here we go again, Harrison. I'm not going to respond to this because we're on air, but just tell him I love him.
Hassan Whiteside was the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh
no. Who was the other center, Alex? He's trying to get on you for another.
Oh no,
center.
I used to love Omer Yurtseven. Yurtseven. Yeah,
Omer.
I used to love Omer.
All right.
Just hang up on.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll talk to you a little bit. Get in the comments. All right, later, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, just female actresses. Because if it's an actor, if we're talking actor, it's like an actor. Meryl Streep's my number one. I love Meryl Streep as an actress. I think she's, but if you're going hottest and whatever, that's a
Meryl
different
Streep ain't number one there.
It depends. It really depends, though. I mean, if you're talking about old Mamma Mia, she wasn't too bad at Mamma Mia. Kramer versus Kramer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go wrong with Meryl Streep, dude. What was that other movie with Meryl Streep?
But you see, that's my point here. Like, if, for example, if you look at a young Elizabeth Taylor and a young Sophia Loren, like, you're talking about, like, different. You see, like, that's old school. But in
but you could include them. Yeah, you could just say, I'm gonna go old school with this one. I'm gonna go new school with that one.
I say.
I don't know why you gotta make it so complicated.
Asterisk.
You see.
But anyway, get back to the conversation. Oh man, Alex, how you been, brother?
Doing good, man. Just got home a little while ago from practice. So it was a long day, long work day, long practice day. But I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Alive and well. It's nice and cool here. So it's in the 70s. So that's what nice outside weather, but the crickets are still going. So I'm all good, man.
There you go.
And you guys, how you guys doing?
Adrian?
Great. I'm great. Great to be.
Happy to be here.
Boom.
Happy to be here. Man, there is so much to talk about, and we'll have fun with normal fun, but we gotta get into it. And first off, we're gonna talk Miami Heat. There's some, first, when we were talking about, the Heat always included in trades. We're always talking about trades, and this was the season, especially the early start. Alex and we're talking. I'll tell Alex, really, I'm not really interested in a trade. I love the way our team is. I want to see how this team performs once Hero comes back, and Hero's Hero. Guys have off and on days or whatever. However, the last few games, you start going, maybe I'm okay with some deals. Maybe we can figure it out. And then you hear Giannis is eyeing a trade. He's talking to the management. Ja Morant is always out there. Then you have Kahwi Leonard. And now there's that report today, forgetting who said it, Kuminga. Which is another name connected to the Heat. Not connected to the Heat, but another name that was demanded to get traded. Got traded and now might be on the move again is Jimmy Butler. So there's a lot of rumors and news out there. So we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, we got to talk about, first off, the Miami Hurricanes making the college football playoffs. Very excited. The U gets in, rightfully deserving. Malachi Toney, Carson Beck, Ruben Bain. Shout out to the Caneswear podcast. Those guys, on for 3 to 4 hours once a week, twice a week this week. They were on for 4 hours last week. They were 3 hours on Sunday, 3.5, almost 4. They'll be on again tomorrow, talking Miami Hurricanes, talking playoffs, talking about expectations for Miami. But I thought we could get in on this and talk about how we feel about the Hurricanes get in, and then talk about the crybaby Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I always looked at the Irish, the Notre Dame, and it was like, it's like one of those legendary teams. You're like, Rudy, and you're like, man, that's cool. Like I like.
They made college football cool. Like that's true.
It's the Fighting Irish, but ever since Balaquifa, whatever his name is, Balaquifa, what's his last name? I don't know how to say that. starts talking.
I don't think it's Queefa, bro. I don't think it's Queefa.
No, you sure? I thought it's called
in an episode we talk about leche, and then some Queefa comes up in there, and
I understand. I'm pretty sure that's the name. You got to look it up. Anyway, though, before I was interrupted, which is kind of rude because I lose my track of thought pretty quick. Fuck. Let me catch up.
Currently
lost.
Anyway,
get it back.
Crying that they didn't make it. They're upset that the ACC, who they're not a part of, they're a partner, quote unquote. They're pissed off because the ACC sided with the Hurricanes, and they didn't push for them. They had an agenda against Notre Dame, so now they're crying. They're saying, "Oh, this is going to hurt our relationship." They didn't play the bowl game, all that whatnot. So I wanted to get your thoughts on this, guys. I'm going to start with Adrian, who, again, host of the Rainey Day Podcast. If you guys love Hurricanes, Dolphins, Heat, wrestling, Too Raw for SmackDown, you got to go check out the Rainey Day Podcast with Adrian. Adrian, first off, your thoughts on the Hurricanes making the college football playoffs and your thoughts on Notre Dame's crybaby sessions.
Yeah, so great to see the Canes get in. Like you said, deservedly so. Shouldn't have lost those 2 games, but the head-to-head has to matter when you're talking about picking the top 12 teams or whatever. And then the way the Hurricanes finished the season, also just dominating performances. They were the right team to get in. Now, Notre Dame, this was like a prestigious school in college football, and to see them the way they handling this because they didn't get in, which they probably should have got in over another team, but that's not the way the playoffs are set up. And you could say the committee don't know really what they're doing, because I don't think they do, but eventually they'll figure it out. But Notre Dame, the way they withdrawing from the bowl game, and then this guy Malaquifa, that's what you said.
Bala, isn't it with a B? Balaquifa?
Balaquifa, sorry.
Yeah, not Malaquifa. Bali Quifa. I'm sure that's the name. Am I crazy? Anyway, sorry.
No, you're not. It just sounds great.
Doesn't it? I thought so too. That's what I think of when I see him here and talk. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So them doing that, man, it show you no matter what happened, if the Canes and Notre Dame would have got in, they would have been crying about how the Hurricanes got in. It seemed like they just had an agenda. Yeah. Either way, they were going to cry about something. But who cares, bro? At this point, we're in, they're not. Let them sulk in the corner like some little babies that they acting like, and we'll just keep on moving. We'll get to December 20th, man, and we'll play our hearts out and try to get this dub against Texas A&M.
100%. Let me ask you very quick. And Alex will jump in. Just on the round 1, Miami, Texas A&M, the Aggies. How are you feeling? Legitimately, how are you feeling with that game?
I'm feeling confident. They opened up as 3.5-point favorites. I mean, I'm feeling really good about that. But they do got a defense that like to attack the quarterback. Their offense is pretty balanced, so they can go multiple places. They got multiple running backs, multiple wide receivers they can go to. Offensive lines playing pretty good. So I'm feeling confident about our team. If we play our game and run the ball, let Carson Beck do his thing with the run game, we'll be fine. I think our defense is going to get after, whoever they put back there, the quarterback or the running backs. I think we stop. And then that offensive line saying they're not worried about Ruben Bain. Okay, buddy. Yeah, way to light a fire. All right.
Right.
I hope you can cash that check that your mouth just wrote. So I'm feeling really good, man. I think, especially with a couple weeks to prepare for the game, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll come out and prove some people wrong, show some people why we deserve to be in the college football playoffs.
Right on, man. I love it. What's good evening, Lou? Great to see you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Sammy, reposting. Appreciate you, my man. Let's see here. What am I? Miami Sports 72. What is up? Good to see you. Alex, Hurricanes making the playoffs. How you feeling about it, brother?
Oh, I mean, beyond ecstatic, man. We've been waiting for this year or this moment for years now. In regards, even since Mario was hired, you kind of knew it was going to be a process. But you made a great point, and I think the one thing that's going to stand out in this college playoff showing is our defense. We have playmakers, and as long as you don't get ultra conservative, because we get the tendency to do that, and then we play not to lose. You are going into a hostile environment, an amazing environment in College Station. So against a team that is determined, that is hungry. So it's going to be a battle. But I like our chances, man. I like our chances. I think the experience of Carson Beck will come into play now. As long as he manages a turnover and we have a balanced offensive attack, I think our defense is gonna be the shining point in this regards. And honestly, with college football, the playoff, I see it expanding a little bit more as the years go on. Like, there's a lot of dilemma always with these choosing. Before, it was only you will pick the 1 and 2, and that was a national championship game. And then, let's make it fair. But then even this seems at times like very political. It's kind of like, oh no, Notre Dame has to get in because they're a power, like they're a school, they're known for it. I'm like, just based it on, like, when did head-to-head stop mattering? And the strength of schedule is like, yeah, your strength of schedule is fine, but head-to-head, that team, if you beat that team should not get into the playoffs unless your team just won like 1-11. But if you got matching records, you're close there, that has to matter to me across all sports, But it's crazy that we're talking about this, and that this is not even like the top story going on in college football right now, because there's some.
Yeah,
Okay.
That top
okay,
story.
My bad.
Yeah,
it's
segue. There.
What a segue.
It's there.
And
it's there.
Deeper and deeper, bro.
So,
okay.
Backtrack. So,
crazy times. Crazy
let me
times.
tell you something. College football has been something this year. I mean, it is not boring whatsoever. It's
on or off the field.
Yeah. So, in case you all didn't know, Michigan fired their head coach. Is it Sharon Moore? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Sharon.
I think
yeah.
so.
Sharon Moore. After they fired him with cause. Supposedly, he had a relationship with a staffer, and so that was against their policy, and they fired him, which is a whole other conversation. But and I thought it'd be fun to get into. But before we do that, there's some extra stuff that's coming in now. He was detained by police. This is from New York Post. Former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was detained by police in Michigan and is being investigated for potential charges, according to Saline Police Department, hours after his shocking firing by the university after it discovered credible evidence that the football coach had been involved in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. They helped locate and detain Moore and transferred him to Pittsfield Township authorities. Let's see here. Let me see why. That way it wasn't clear immediately why Moore was being investigated. It's unknown if potential charges were related anyway to the dismissal to Michigan earlier in the day. But it's not in this post. However, what I read on Twitter, and I was talking to Adrian about it. Let me see if I can find it very quick.
Wild shit.
Was that there are charges because and what we don't know is it before or after he was fired? Was he fired because of this, or was this after that? Supposedly, he with the former whoever the relationship with locked himself. Held her hostage, locked themselves in the house, and was threatening to kill himself and her. That's what's being reported. That's what I saw on X. I'm trying to find who had it there. Okay, here we go. Rob Reinhart. Sources, let me make sure here. He is from the Reinhart Report in New York. Sources have provided me with the graphic details leading up to the arrest of former Michigan head coach Sharon Moore. During an argument with his wife, Moore threatened to kill himself. He then drove to and broke into the home of his assistant, where he held a knife to his own throat and threatened to kill both himself and the staffer. He was then intercepted at a local church after his wife provided his phone location to authorities. He is now in protective custody. Wow. So again,
wow. One day.
This
One
is
day,
after
right?
he
One
was
day.
let. So this must have been after
Yeah, of course.
he was let go, and so
Yeah.
he probably. Oh my! So he had that thing with. So okay, wow. So that's crazy. First off, yeah.
No,
I mean,
man. No.
This
Look
see,
at that.
see this right here.
You have a wife. you have
That
a
was
kid-
my
you have
first
kids,
point.
you have a
This was my
great
first
job.
before all this because you want to be sensitive to a bad situation,
You can't do nothing like
but
that.
yeah, I know. This is where Lou
Yeah,
is
yeah.
right. This is where I was going to go before all this got broken. Literally, figuratively, no pun intended. Before this broke, like he broke into the house. Sorry. I'm going off the track here.
Anybody who thinks they're having a bad day, just listen to this story. You're not
man.
having no bad day, all right?
And it just keeps getting. You think that he tops it off, and then it just keeps getting worse and
my
worse.
thing is like right here, moral of the story: don't shit where you eat. No, it's absolutely right. Like, first off, shout out to College Blitz with Q and Russ Morgan earlier. They were alive while this broke, and they discussed it. And Q had that point where he's like, I'm with him. I don't understand how these coaches or anybody in power or whatever, you got it pretty freaking good. You're one of the head coaches of one of the finest football programs in the nation.
Yeah.
You have it great. I assume, you're I don't know if you're happily married, but you're married, whatever, but you got it good. The rule says, if the rule says you can't have a relationship with a staffer, how hard is it to say, okay, I'm not going to do that? If you really want to go outside and start being stupid and looking around, stay out of the school. I mean, this is where it's like you're a leader of men and you're being this stupid. And he's not the first one. Udoka from Boston did the same thing. Of course, we're not as bad as what's happening now, but he's another one. Like, I don't understand how, if you know it's against the rule, why risk your livelihood, your job, your reputation, and do something? And now, obviously, he has some other stuff going on. It is, but I mean, and then for this to totally fall off a cliff.
You could probably see that. Remember when Harbaugh got suspended?
Yeah. When he was crying and everything.
And when bro, you seen he's
I know, I thought the same thing.
I kind of peeped something a little
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
That one.
This guy makes every mile look like this.
The only thing I can think of in regards to the story of everything coming out all at once, it reminds me kind of the Steve McNair situation. When we had no idea that Steve McNair was having an affair or whatnot, and then obviously the mistress kills Steve McNair, and all these news comes out, and then your family finds out now. Obviously, he's in full panic mode, and this has probably been for a few days already because this investigation has been going on for a couple of weeks. We just heard of it now, and that's a university never fires somebody. Like, you can fire them for cause, but they went into detail as to explain and express why they were firing. I'm like, holy shit! You're just blowing up that whole man's life. I mean, he did it to himself.
Yeah.
So I've never understood, Bobby, what you just said right now. Like, if you're a regular Joe Schmo, and you're gonna cheat on your wife or whoever, whatever you do, and you get caught, man up to it. Like, there used to be at least that little badge of honor for those fucking creeps or losers. I'm like, at least own up to it. Just man up to it. Why you gotta kill everybody? Why you gotta kill yourself? Why you gotta? And now there's rumors that she had been pregnant, that there was an abortion. So this keeps going deeper and deeper. And dude, you have a family, like you said. You're not happily married. All right, get a divorce. But and what's crazy, what's one of the things that I saw in the picture? The raise that he gave her. You saw that? It was like a 55% raise from one year to the next. Unjustifiable. Like, come on, dude. Like, how ignorant and stupid do you have to be?
That's the thing, right? That's my thing. It's like it's like, dude, that's probably when the school kind of learned, like,
like, how much are we paying her? Well, for what?
55%.
For what?
For what? We can't go into detail for what.
Yeah, Coach, we got to talk about this. Coach, your budget meeting. Oh, okay.
It's a effed up situation, and they didn't do too bad last year. So that's when I saw he got fired. I was like, but when they said with cause, I was like, oh, okay.
And now Michigan just got top job opening in college football.
Yeah.
So let's see who is scrambling now. Like, there's going to be some names that are going to be interested, unless they already hired
Lane
somebody.
Kiffin.
Oh,
He just drops LSU and goes to Michigan. You know,
But nope, don't want it no more.
but no, it's a crazy situation, and obviously, you know, good thing is, thank God, is that he didn't kill her or himself, and he's in police custody, and hopefully gets the mental help he needs. But you know, that's sick, man. That's crazy. My goodness. All right, let's see what we got here. Alex sped us up here. We had a whole thing, and he had to talk about it. You know, that's what happens when you're late. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you're late.
My apologies. You know,
I'm helping my dad. I'm helping my dad. Okay, bro. You know?
That's code word right there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah,
I'm helping.
Supposed to be 5 minutes, but turned into longer, right?
But let's jump here to the Dolphins, who improved to 6-7. You know, Tristan did his little video. He was excited. I was like, you know, it's funny. Tristan got so mad at me because, you know, I was looking, I was like, yeah, I know the cold weather, but I felt pretty good for Miami this coming game, especially even with Tyrod Taylor. I was like, but I did not want to see 6-7 just because I didn't want to hear 6-7. So I was the only one on pregame who picked against them because they were like, really? I said, just because I do not want to see it. That's not how I do things.
Unbelievable.
But I did. I picked the Jets because I wanted to see 6-8, so I didn't have to hear 5-8, so I had to hear 6-7. But we got 6-7. Shout out to Ian, Big E, did an awesome video. Got the Dolphins community to do it. Shout out to Big E. God bless. Tristan was in that video, and that was really cool. But still, even though we know there's still a lot of flaws with the team, we know there's things that we don't rear its ugly head. The Dolphins have done the work, and they've improved to 6-7. Where now, you know, you see that graphic still alive. Of course, you need to win out. You also need teams to lose. So, you know, got to be realistic. Life, you know. However, the way I see it, I'm not thinking more playoffs. I'm more thinking about the silver lining. Like, oh, I'm watching this guy. I'm seeing how this guy performs. Seeing what Jalen Wright did last game against the Jets was really cool in the second half. What Devon Achane did in a very limited action after he went out. And thank goodness he's okay. That defense is getting its footing. Tua is, you know, still, you know, he's not, you know, he's the one that you kind of like, okay, we got to back it up. We'll just say it, guys. He's straight ass. No, just like, he's regressed. It's like a dollar bin version, 5 and below version of like when Peyton Manning's about to retire. Great value, you know, like
he's
a
Timo quarterback.
He's Timo quarterback. Alex joined in. Okay,
he's for 37 cents.
I'll tell you. You know, I know they're like, oh, how do you guys be rude on Twitter? But let me just say, you know how you want to know how bad Tua is. He's so bad that Vincenza on post game after 2 years of shitting on McDaniel, saying he should be fired. It doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. He is so bad that Evan said, I'd rather have McDaniel back than Tua as a starting quarterback. I almost had a heart attack. Ralph, I'm coming home. Yeah. It was over. I was done. I was Ralph picking me up. No. You know, I'm like, whoa. So that's how bad it's been. But other than that, it was great. I am an old Ralph. I don't give a damn. Stupid 6-7.
Get off my lawn.
But the Dolphins improved to 6-7. They're rolling into Monday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, might be colder. It's at night. The Steelers, but a game that's winnable for Miami. But we'll go week by week. Let's stick to this one. Alex, we haven't heard from you just yet in regards to the Dolphins game. Adrian will follow up with you. You were on the Fins TV with Sammy and the crew. So, Alex, your thoughts on the Dolphins win over the Jets and sitting at 6-7? How are you feeling right now about the team as before they get into the Steelers game on Monday night?
Well, man, I think once they turn the tables and realize that they really have nothing to lose, like aside from McDaniel losing his job, like you have to play it out. So you're just going to play your game. And what has impressed me the most, not only yesterday's game, but throughout this 4-0 streak, is the fact that McDaniels has stuck through the running game. Like he has to me, he has grown as a coach more in these 4 games than he has even beginning of the season or even last year. The play calling doesn't seem to be an issue in regards to the play getting in. You're basically, Tua's managing your game because once you see him out there, his mobility is shot. I don't know if it's what he did this offseason, if he's gained some weight. I don't know if it's the hip acting up, but there's something there that he can't even get flushed out of the pocket where you feel comfortable unless it's completely a clear flush and there's no one in front of him. Like, you don't feel comfortable that he can make it to the sidelines. And then he's going to make that rush awkward throw to try and possibly get intercepted. So it just seems to be like the perfect storm in regards to our attack. The defense is playing now how we expected them to play coming into the season. So we kind of saw the recipe for disaster the first couple of games. A lot of new influx of players late into the training camp. Well, we didn't really have a training camp. Late into the preseason. So they're getting acclimated. And Anthony Weaver seems to be comfortable. He's knowing when to dial up the blitz. He's playing with the coverages. So it's all aligning, man. And we're saying that it has to be a perfect alignment. It's kind of crazy. Everything that we kind of need for it to be happening is kind of happening. And we're kind of getting on a roll where you're now looking at it, you're like, wait a second, we can finish 10-7. Like, it's not a crazy after. Like, we can actually do this because they've held their own. And I'm like, interesting. And the plus of this is if you see growth in McDaniel, you can kind of see why Ross is pushing to keep him. But then you're like, at what cost? Because then, like you and me talked about the other day, the Tua conversation comes up. You know, what are you willing to do with Tua next year? Is he going to be a super expensive backup? You got to get competition in there for the quarterback position. You got to draft if possible. But you kind of see the growth. And yeah, it's the Jets, but we used to struggle in these games, especially in the cold. So they managed it. We came out with a dominating victory, which was never in question. And I'm just excited for the real test, like you mentioned, is Pittsburgh. That's a solid team. That is a team that is to reckon with. So we'll see how we come up.
No doubt with that. And what you were saying earlier too, you know, right now McDaniel, like, again, we'll see how this season finishes. But the way it's been going, you're kind of like, okay, we could probably have a conversation about how this team could look with, you know, going in next season if they stay with him with a new GM, whether that's Champ Kelly or whoever. The conversation is not going to change, though, because I know, like, oh, if Mike McDaniel comes, that means Tua is definitely the starter. I don't think that's true at all. I think McDaniel returns. I think then they're definitely going to be looking, and they would do either way. I think no matter who's there, they're shopping for a quarterback, not necessarily getting rid of Tua because of the contract, but whether that's through trade, free agency, or draft. But you're right. The big test is coming. It's going to be against Pittsburgh, Monday Night Football, prime time, Aaron Rodgers, that defense, in that weather, to see how they perform. What's great is, too, I'll say that, and it's like we're knocking on Tua, but the way the team won, they did it in spite of Tua. Like, that's the thing. He's not helping this team win games. This team is the defense, the running game, which is really cool to see. So it's like, damn, okay, can you imagine if Tua was healthy, if he's not healthy, or was playing his best game, or if we did get another quarterback, what that quarterback could do with this team, even though the offensive weapons aren't that great minus the run game. Adrian, I know you've talked about this on Fins TV, so forgive me for asking you again, but maybe you had some time to think about it, and then you're thinking about Pittsburgh now. Your thoughts on the Dolphins win against the Jets? How did you feel about it? Did you feel, you know, obviously you and I we've all been covering the Dolphins, and we know how we feel about this team overall, but seeing what they've done the last few weeks, getting from where they were, the bottom of the barrel, now to 6-7, to possibly go 7-7 against Pittsburgh. I mean, do you see growth with this team? Do you see, and you know, just the same old? Are you feeling better than what you did before? How are you feeling about Coach McDaniel right now? I know it's a lot, but just kind of summarize.
Yeah, so I think the win against the Jets and really like the past 4 wins, the philosophy has been way different than it was in the beginning of the season. He was, you know, very pass happy, but this is like pretty much what McDaniel was brought in for. He was a run game coordinator, in San Francisco. So now you're seeing the fruits of that because, I mean, rushing for 200 over 200 yards, like that's crazy, man. It's insane, bro. To hear the Dolphins rush for over 200, like the last 4 years, you'd be like, nah, what? Maybe Raheem Mostert and Achan that year when they both were balling, but I think the defense though is the reason why we're winning mostly because we haven't really been scoring a lot of points and Pittsburgh is going to be a big test because look at the teams we just played, man. Like Washington's crop. You know what I'm saying? The Saints were crop, but even though the Saints look like they're starting to pick it up a little bit too, with their win over the Bucks. But and then the Jets, we know what the Jets are. I'm never going to be mad at beating the shit out of the Jets. Like that's a beautiful thing, bro. But I really want to see how they play. If they can be physical and play the defense they've been playing the last 4 weeks and beyond, and see what happens, man, because this is like Alex said, like this is a true test right here. Pittsburgh, they're a tough team. No matter their record. They're always going to be a tough team. So we'll see if Mike McDaniel can keep this philosophy going, keep the rushing attempts at 30 or above, keep Tua managing the game. I also think too, like, but I just feel like he wants to pass, but he can't do it because Tua played well against the Jets the first quarter. And I said this on Fence TV. I was like, man, I just thought that was scripted. Like those plays were all scripted. And then once he got past the not scripted plays, you seen in the second and third quarter, like how he fell off. It was like, what are you doing, dude? So maybe it's more a mental thing for him than it is physical. We don't like obviously he can't run too. Ain't never been no athletic quarterback like where he gonna rush for 50 yards on you or anything, but definitely the way he played that first quarter, you're like, oh, all right, Tua still got it. And then just the drop off was tremendous. So maybe script him 25 plays to start the game. Maybe 30 plays start the game. For real. But don't let him pass more than 10 yards for real. Yeah. And I like what we're doing on offense. I would like to see Jalen Waddle get a few more targets. I would like to see Malik Washington get a few more targets as well. But and Darren Waller don't even seem like we need him anymore. Maybe just red zone package for that guy because Greg Dulcich he looked like he
so he kind of like it was like an eye opener. Like, whoa, hello, good to see you. You know what I mean? It kind of that's when you go, okay, it looks like we don't have to extend a Darren Waller, you know, which is good, you know. Where you stood on McDaniel before, where do you stand on him right now? Is it still like you're like still at the point like no, we got to get rid of him, or you're like let's wait and see how this plays out? Where are you on the getting rid of the McDaniel train right now?
Well, I think he deserves to get fired for sure. But will the Dolphins do that? They kept him when they let go Chris Greer. So it's like they obviously have a lot more faith in him than we all do. So if you give him another year, I'd like to see what he can do with another quarterback, at least.
Yeah. I think that's where their mindset might be. I'm with you. I'll say again, full disclosure, I don't think it's a secret. I will say that I'm impressed with what they've been able to do in spite of the flaws that they have. It's still very, I know, you know, like, well, let's enjoy the wins. No, 100% enjoy the wins. I'm enjoying the wins. You should go game by game. You know what I mean? But wait till we face 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about the past. Worry about where we are now. However, what's fair is to say, hey, they need to fix this. There's some, you know, they can't, you know, like you said, the first couple drives, first half, you know, at least to a point, was the best football you could see from the team, offense and defense. They were hitting on everything. Tua looked good, but after a certain amount of time, then you started seeing the hiccups, and you're like, that's where you're going to play. Wait a second, you know the plays they were drawing up were to protect them. Now they ran out of those plays, They're trying to, and then when they were saying, okay, to a draw it, that's when you would see those throws. You're like, why is he throwing that? It's like he needs to know where to throw it. He can't think freely, you know. You have to kind of like, you know, write it out for him. Here's the instruction manual.
McDaniel went right back to the run after that. No,
he did.
No more for you, buddy.
So what I'll say is, to me, best case scenario right now, if the season ended with, let's say the Dolphins, you know, finish with a moderate record, but they missed the playoffs, I'm still clean house. You got rid of Greer, get rid of McDaniel, let the new GM hire everybody. But I wouldn't be overtly upset. I'd be more upset if Tua was remaining the starting quarterback with no competition, nobody push him or nobody replace him. I'd be more upset at that than telling me, okay, we got a new GM, whether that's Champ Kelly or just another GM, which I would prefer as a brand new guy. But Champ Kelly, I'm willing to give a chance because we don't know what he can do behind the wheel. He
right looks like a dog.
I love his energy.
Fresh start.
He's like
got
styling and
face.
profiling. Woo! I mean, that dude is legit styling and profiling.
And he's new to the organization. He hasn't been here for 20 plus years.
March.
Exactly.
That's last March. So he is new. But again, you see him in that locker room. He's standing by Coach McDaniel. You see him. He's hyped up. He's all this. I love his energy. I really do. And that's why I wouldn't be upset if if people, oh no, dude, we need this. Yeah, my preference would be go get that GM, go get a new head coach. But if you tell me, hey, they're going to get a new quarterback this offseason, but we're going to stay with Champ Kelly and Mike McDaniel, I won't be upset. Let's see how it plays out. I want to see what Champ Kelly will do behind the wheel because we haven't seen another guy besides Chris Greer. And all I know, we keep saying, 6-7. Oh, they've won 4 straight. All I know, if they're 4-0 since they fired Chris Greer. I know Chris Greer doesn't have to do with the day-to-day with what's going on the field, but that's too much of a coincidence for me. So I would say if we get to the end of the season and Stephen Ross pulls a Stephen Ross and says, well, I just want to see what these two can do together and possibly with another quarterback and whatever. And they go, it's like, okay, let's see what these guys can do. Let's see what quarterback they could get. And maybe, just maybe, McDaniel now, coaches a little more freely. He doesn't have to be handcuffed to a guy who's obviously flawed right now. And Tua, I want to be upset. Do I think they need to clean house? Yes. I don't want nobody to, but I don't want to misconstrue what I'm saying. But if they don't, and it's McDaniel, new quarterback, new GM, whether that's Champ Kelly or whatever, I'm not going to be that upset. I'll be like, okay, let's go. Because this is the thing. People go, oh, they're just going to be running it back. Not really. They fired Chris Greer. They fired the 2 heads of player personnel. Those are 2 big moves, or actually 3 big moves that Miami has done in the front office that hasn't changed. Those are guys before, during, and before or during McDaniel. These guys have been here for 20 some odd plus years. They're gone. These are guys that constructed your team. They have a handprint. Their hands are all over the foundation of the Miami Dolphins. You've gotten rid of them. So no, it's not running it back because there are going to be some new guys, cooking, throwing ingredients into the thing for whoever the head coach is going to be the cook. I hope that makes sense. So
just tell me Tua is not going to be my quarterback this year.
That's the thing. If you come to me, I'm going to tell you, I don't care what anybody says. Alex is my brother. I love him. But even if he comes to me mid-season, in the offseason, goes, Bobby, bro, no, but you see Tua's video on Instagram, bro? Like, he looks like he's in shape, bro. Like, I'm like, no. It's not. It's going to be the same old thing. You come with me, McDaniel, new GM, and Tua at quarterback, I'll be pissed. You got to get something. Now, if Tua's a backup or competing for the starting spot, that's a different thing. If he's competing and he's busting his ass, and then the off preseason, he comes in and shows out and he beats the guy they signed, I'm okay with that. That's a different conversation. But if you go in the next season with him as your starting quarterback and you have freaking, I don't know, think of some random backup somewhere, Marcus Mariota, whomever, and that guy's like obviously the backup, then I'm going to be pissed about it. It'd be like, what the hell are we doing here? Go ahead, Alex. I know you like what I just said right now.
Oh, no. I mean, I agree with you. I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, would I rather have Tua Tagovailoa or Phillip Rivers right now? And I'm like,
Phillip Rivers every day of the week, bro. I'll take him out of senior citizen home. If you can make Darren Waller, give me Phillip Rivers any day of the week.
Phillip Rivers is a dog, bro.
Yeah, I would take
Phillip Rivers.
I look at the Colts, and I'm like, that's a team that they first off, Anthony Richardson. It's a couple years, and I know a lot of people hate on him, whatever. They hate him coming out. It's again, he's still young. Yeah. But think about this. They don't wait. They go, okay, it's not working right now. He's hurt. Let's go ahead and make a move here. Okay, let's get Daniel Jones. Holy crap, Daniel Jones. He tear his thing, which was bad. What do they do?
Yeah.
They go, oh, we're just going to go with this other guy. Let's go with Riley Leonard, which, again, okay, let's go see what we have in him. No, you know what they go? Let's call Phillip Rivers. We have history with him. Let's go get him. Future Hall of Fame quarterback. Let's go sign. Okay, you're coming? He's a grandpa.
How old is he?
He's like 40-some years old. He's a grandpa.
44.
You know? But, you know, I'm like, my thing is, at least they're doing something. Hey, I know. I'm a big Phillip Rivers guy. I can't wait to imagine he just goes, oh God, and he throws out his shoulder. I'm like, oh, oops, never mind. I never was in that guy.
He's gonna have trouble moving a little bit in the pocket though. He's a little out of
shape.
He
always has.
Listen, you put Phillip Rivers in for Tua. Yeah, it's gonna be the same maneuvering. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the same thing. Tua moves like a 45-year-old guy.
I'm a shotgun rotation
but you might see a bigger arm. You might see a bigger arm.
Sure.
I'll tell you this too. Somebody said that what happened was that Phillip Rivers saw that Jared Goff, Matt Stafford was catching up to his all-time career number 60 something, and he's like 200 yards back, so he took over, and now he's gonna just. Somebody wrote on Twitter, Dan Marino could do the craziest thing right now.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
that was Lou.
Was that Lou who did that? Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He said, I know you still got some 200 yard games left in you.
Hey, the way the league played today, man.
He can do better than Tua right now. Tua's not even throwing for 200.
And then again, he doesn't. My thing is that the best thing for that is that he doesn't need to. The way the team's playing right now, that's what you need from him. It's like we don't need you to put the team on your back because you can't. Just protect the football. Short 5, 10, 15-yard outs. Get it in.
Yeah, but he's not doing that either.
I know. That's the thing. It's like every time he passes now, I get nervous, especially as the game drags on. At first, the start of the game, I'm whatever because I know it's scripted for him. But as the game drags on, you know that
the receiver on the screen, I'm fine. If I see him cocking back and ready to launch it, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be bad.
Here we go.
And one of the things that is the most visible when you see it, and when you slow it down, is not only about his lack of mobility, is his reads. Like the way he used to go through the progressions, he was way quicker with that. Now he's consistently throwing to the wrong read and trying to force the football when there's no need for it. Like if you're gonna check down, at least check down the right way. Like why would you force it only to get 3 or 4 more yards when you have an open receiver 3 or 4 yards right in front of him? I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Hashtag permacust.
All right, let's get into the Heat. What's their record now, Alex? 14-10?
14-11.
14-11. Last night, they were leading the Magic, and then they lost the game.
God, they were up 18-2.
They were
20-4.
They were up 20-4.
That's crazy, bro. So before we get into the trade rumors, the trade options that are coming through here, just talk to me about what the hell's going on with Miami, man. Because I just want to say this: I was calling you because I was very happy with the way the team was playing, and I was like, man, I'm not going to put it all on. I'm not putting it on Tyler Hero too much. Even though last night he was, but I know some people are. Some people are like, I'm done with Tyler Hero. I think Dan Lepretard. I didn't get to hear. I heard a piece of what Dan Lepretard was saying, but I told you I was very intrigued to see how this team would play with Tyler Hero. And this is what happens. Team go on a hot run, which the Heat have, and I still think they could still – I feel full confidence in this team. I really do. Where I was telling you, man, I just love what this team is doing. I really would not want to move anybody unless it was for something really good. And if it was, the only guy I would touch, because he has you could probably get something for him and not touch everybody else would be – or majority of everybody else would be Tyler Hero. He played great. You know, they had a good record. They were doing really well. They've kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm not at a point of being concerned. Are you?
I wouldn't say I'm concerned, but we kind of knew this day was coming. And I'll pull back a little bit. I'll try to give like a coach's perspective in regards to like when you have a player coming back from injury. A lot of people think that the player is going to disrupt what you're doing, but it's not really that. What changes are your rotations, your sub patterns. So now you go into a season knowing that a player is going to be out X amount of games, X amount of months. You formulate a rotation, you formulate sub patterns that you want to go with, that you're comfortable with. And then when a X player comes back, you have to change that. You have to adapt that. And unfortunately, what it leads to is some players' minutes are going to be diminished. Some roles are going to be essentially removed from your rotation. So it really, Bobby, it affects your rotation. And then hence, when that happens, the shot distribution also changes. Because you could go through the metrics, the pace hasn't changed. The shooting percentage and the percentages hasn't changed. The defense has fallen off a little bit, and that's expected. But dude, there's so many things right now that I'll keep it simple and brief, but I'll go more into detail as we go into other topics. What Dan Le Batard said was the worst case scenario for Tyler is the optics, because it's not really his game. It's not really his numbers. He's shooting, I think, 50, 40, 90. So it's not about Tyler Hero. You can target Tyler Hero defensively, but offensively, he fits right into this team. There's no issue with that. But the optics of what he's mentioning is the fact that we got Norman Powell. Tyler Hero's up for contract extension. The Giannis rumors are coming up. So it's the perfect storm forming. Why? Because the common fan is going to obviously blame automatic. Oh, we're losing now. It's who came back? Tyler Hero. Simple equation. No, it doesn't. It's not that way, because Tyler Hero hasn't played even all the games that we've lost.
2 + 2 is 4, right? 2 + 2 is 4, though.
Exactly. So everybody's like, oh, but also 3 + 1, 5 - 1. Like, sorry, 3 + 2. There's things that people just like to go off on, and they just like to base everything on, and they don't see the bigger picture. Now, with the Heat, you always knew with this type of offense, people are going to scheme against you as you get further into the season, and it's going to happen. And then you have an adjustment, you have a counter to their adjustments. That's the way it happens. This offense wasn't going to remain the same throughout the whole year. Pick and rolls were going to come back. There was going to be obviously some zoom action. Like there's going to be a lot of things that they do in this lineup. It wasn't just going to be straight iso ball. But what happens? The ball starts sticking, and then when you start struggling on offense, your defense starts slacking off. So which to me, it baffles me to this day. That is a psychological experience for sports across the world, especially in basketball. When you're not producing offensively, the defensive metrics always fall off the charts. And to me, it's baffling. I'm like, because you should be able to differentiate offense to defense. But when it's a transition sport like hockey, basketball, you don't really see that in baseball or football, because there's a change in the field. There's a change in play where baseball is the same defense. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a cross. You see it in soccer sometimes. So any sport that is like that, you kind of see the drop off. But with the Heat, I'm not concerned. You just kind of feel that it's the right time to make a move, but yet you're still okay with what you have in youth. But you understand that in order to make a move, you're going to have to give up some players like an Andrew Wiggins, like a Tyler Hero. You have young assets that are attractive. Hawkins is playing off the chain. Even, you know what's funny? What's crazy to me?
Hawkins, man.
Hawkins has been the one most affected by Tyler coming back because of his role. So you kind of see it. And then those are the things that the one thing that I would say, I think that Spo might do it, depending on how lineups go through, and Wiggins is still here. I think eventually he might bring Wiggins off the bench. Yet Wiggins is your best point of attack defender with Davion Mitchell, because I don't feel that Davion Mitchell should be removed from the starting lineup. But when we've lost to the Magic 3 times, right, and it's been the same problem. We've played down, and you can play down against the Magic. You can. They got Wendell Carter Jr. and they were missing Franz, and they still found a way. They are too tall around the wings. They're too tall in every position. You can play. You can size down. Now, Spo said that he's willing to work through it, but with this, ideally it was Jovic and Bam starting. But if you're gonna try to make this Ware and Bam pairing work, you need to find a combination, and you need to ramp up their minutes, because you can't just stagger them back and forth.
What's going on with Jovic?
Dude, right now he's kind of like out of the rotation, but when he gets his mind right, he's a very emotional, psychological player. So when kind of what I was just talking about, when you're making mistakes, he gets down on himself, which is not, I wouldn't say it's a lack of maturity. It's a combination, but it's more of a personality thing.
So young, bro.
Yeah, he needs to be revved up. And then there's younger players like Tyler when he came out the gate that he doesn't care. Like, he's gonna miss 20, he's still gonna shoot another 20. Like, he's all right, he's cool. He knows, he trusts himself. But Jovic is very young.
He said the other day, I think it was this past weekend, he did say that he needs to earn more playing time. So
of course.
I like hearing that from him. Yeah.
Yeah. And eventually, to me, I know you use Fonseca because of your shooting and all that, but Jovic should be playing ahead of Fonseca. It's just, I don't know if Spo's just giving him time to continue to work. I know he had a few minor little injuries, but that's not an excuse.
He's giving him the wear treatment.
Yeah. So ideally, in a perfect world, man, you got to have Jovic, Ware, and Bam playing. That's kind of your big front court there. You have to. So
Ware should be on the court. Ware should be starting with Bam and on the court for as long as Bam is on the court. I'm sorry, bro. That's crazy to me. Like, that he takes him. You know what I'm saying? I know Tyler affected a lot of that. And then Jaime, man, they put out his fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that dude was playing incredible.
And it's
but
still
we knew this was going to happen. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Check out George of the Fins Faithful podcast. Had a great show with Armando Salgaro and Jason Sarni. Guys,
fun.
Hey, if you're watching and you love the Miami Dolphins, you got to check out the fastest growing Miami Dolphins podcast. George and the crew, man. George and Jason, man, they kill it over there. George puts in the work. Great guy on and off the air. So shout out to George. Appreciate you jumping in here, my man. But go ahead, Adrian. I apologize for interrupting you, my brother.
No, you good, man. I like what we have right now, bro, and I don't want to mess with it. I think we got like the perfect blend of some vets and then a bunch of young talent. And you saw potential, the first 10 games, and then we knew Tyler coming back, it was going to take some adjusting. They kind of went like right out the gates with Tyler, though. Like, it was fun. He was like, okay, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. And then now we on this 4-game losing streak. So, I mean, it sucks. Anytime you're on a losing streak, everybody's just battering the team.
Well,
like, this is it.
The bat is loud. The bat is loud.
I'll just say, like, Brian Windhorst, he says that Tyler Hero returning has messed up Khalil Ware and Jaime Jaquez's mojo. Quote unquote, Ware and Jaquez had bigger roles before Hero came back and playing great. Since that has happened, in addition to the league catching up, these two have lost their mojo a little bit. Which, I know you just kind of brought that up a little bit. Let me see here. And actually, Bill Simmons came to defense of the Heat in regards to the NBA situation with Terry Rozier.
Oh, that's another thing.
He says, I hate defending the Heat. I hate defending the Heat. It's their 27 first-round pick. It's crazy they traded for Rozier, who's under investigation, but they don't tell them. They should get their pick back. They don't know if they could trade him unless they put him in a trade. I've never seen the league F over a team like this.
Yeah, man.
It's bad.
That's accurate, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's ridiculous. Like, give us some clarity. And it's true. I did see someone say, and Barry Jackson's been really good on it, but I've seen some people saying it's true. Who's going to ask Adam Silver when they get in front of Adam Silver? Who's going to tell, like, what are you doing? What's happening with the Heat? Are they going to get their pick? How much did the league know about Terry Rozier? Why would you allow a trade to go through if you knew someone was under investigation? And now, look, it's screwing you up, because if you could get that pick back or get that money back, that might help you facilitate a trade deal. So much so, like, right now, the Miami Heat, we know, and again, I understand too. Like, I like the way the team is. Like, it will take a lot for me to say right now with this squad, okay, make this deal. Like, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is a guy that I would be like, for sure, let's try to make a deal. Let's make a deal for this guy, and let's try to figure it out.
We'll figure everything out after. We're talking. Let's get this deal done.
That is a guy that you
bring some and one players in to play with Giannis.
I'll tell you though, like John Morant. That's like I told Alex the other day. Like, that would be for me. I don't know why. Just because I guess kind of the character thing too. Even though I like Ja coming out and I liked him when in Memphis, watching him here.
And he's only 25.
He's only 25, but he's the one that was kind of like a little more iffy on. I'm like, I don't know about it. Thing with Kawhi, he's old. Not crapping on Kawhi Leonard. It's still Kawhi Leonard, but
I feel like slapping people when they say Kawhi Leonard trade. Come on, bro.
Hold on. So
That's crazy.
Let's get into a couple trade offers. I want to get your opinion on this.
Alex, you would trade for him?
For the right price? Because it's
For
not going to cost me
Kawhi?
assets. Yeah, it's not going to cost me assets. So I'll trade you Wiggins and Rozier, and maybe like a first round swap or something. I mean, we'll get Kawhi right. We'll get Kawhi right here.
So these are some trades from Alex.
Oh yeah, look at my Blockbuster trades. I send.
He sent me this the other day,
I send them package deals. Watch this.
So the Heat in this trade, I'll just tell you who they're gonna get, and then I'll tell you who they gave up.
Yeah.
So and Alex did two of these guys. So either you get Giannis and Ja or Giannis and Kawhi. Trading for Giannis and Kawhi Leonard. You would send Andrew Wiggins, Terry Rozier's contract, Jaime Jaquez to the Clippers, and you will send to Milwaukee Tyler Hero, Simone Fettuccino. I don't know how to say his last name.
Fonsecchio.
Fettuccini.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Jovic and Khalil Ware. Tyler Hero, Simone, Nick Jovic, and Khalil Ware to Milwaukee. Jaquez, Wiggins, and Rozier to the Clippers, and you're getting back Antetokounmpo and Kawhi Leonard. What's your reaction to that trade? What's your reaction to that trade?
I like everything, but I just don't want to give up Khalil Ware, man.
I know.
I see big things for that dude, man.
All right. So,
but I think Milwaukee will hang up on us
Giannis.
if we don't. Yeah, that's the thing.
You're getting Giannis, bro.
But here's the thing: you're not just giving up Khalil Ware. You're giving up Jovic. You're giving up Jaquez. You're giving up.
Of course.
And here's my thing.
Yeah.
And it goes the same way because it's the same trade. It's the same trade except for the Grizzly. Yeah, but then and for me though, it's what I did here. I sent this out. I said this would be, was it Coach Spo? Yeah, it was either Coach Spo or Pele Larson. But I sent this. Like this would be
looking for the bench.
Looking for like where's our bench?
Hey, we're gonna sign out.
Are we not learning? No, but are we not? Didn't we not learn like watching the Lakers and these other guys? Like they get we got that big trade, and then you don't have a bench. You don't have
the last couple years of the draft and building the team won't matter.
Yeah,
because you blowing it up.
Yeah, like, that's my thing. Like, do you really think you're getting Bam? Right, you got Bam.
I love what we got right now. But
I'm Giannis, like, don't get me wrong, I'm okay. Like,
but
one of those guys. Don't blow it up for two of those guys. Like, what's the point? Like, you're not going to do anything. It's ideally one of them are going to get hurt, and then you're done.
Ideally, it's just a move for Giannis. And with Giannis, you're going to get either a Bobby Portis, you're going to get a Gary.
But Giannis
Trent.
is a different story. Like Giannis is like okay. Like I don't want to move. I don't want to move Khalil Ware. I don't want to move Khalil Ware at all. Like I love it. But if you're telling me Giannis,
and Milwaukee,
I'm listening.
Milwaukee's not going to do anything unless you include Ware, unless Giannis makes it really ugly. Because you're gonna give up Hero. Hero is one of your main packages money wise.
Oh, here's
you're gonna give up Rozier.
He's done. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, for Milwaukee's not that bad. Like a lot of people talk about, Miami's assets and all that. Like when you really break it down and you kind of understand basketball and you kind of see what assets really are, out of all the teams that Giannis might be interested in right now, Miami's package is not that bad. So we'll see. So
if it was just a Giannis, you tell me like Bobby Portis being involved, that's a great deal. Bobby Portis would be great on the Heat. I think he's a Heat guy through and through. And
you're trading players and also you're signing now. In 3 days, we can sign one player with our current roster and we won't go over the tax. So now's when you're going to hear names, Kai Jones, Wiseman, Mo Bamba,
let me see here.
Alec Burks for shooting. So you're going to hear a lot of names.
So if it was a trade, I don't have the trade thing in front of me, but it would be Khalil Ware. Yeah. As you need that Tyler Hero. So I guess Tyler Hero would be the centerpiece.
Yeah. The latest one is that Tyler Hero, Jaquez.
Where is the prospect?
Yeah, correct. And we're keeping Jovic. So I'm actually intrigued by that one. because then you're gonna pair him with something that he's gonna run your bench unit.
We would trade Jovic and keep Jaquez because Jaquez is playing his best basketball, and it'd be ridiculous to trade him and where.
Well, the team is gonna request because he's playing better basketball.
And you would say, no, I'm giving you Khalil Ware. I'm giving you Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware. Why the hell would I? That's when I hang up. I'm not going to kill my basketball team.
You're going to hang
one
up.
guy who's probably going to get hurt. And then this is the conversation. Wait a second. No.
You just said you're going to hang up on Giannis or Hawkins? What?
Yeah.
Are you
kidding? And you're going to say, call me back.
What's going to happen?
What's
going to happen? Yeah. What are you kidding? I'm already giving you Khalil Ware. All right, then you can have Hawkins, but you're not getting Khalil Ware. I'm sorry,
Bobby. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't give a shit. Here's the problem. See, this is how you know. This is how I could tell you don't really follow the game basketball because you saw what the Lakers happened. No. Stop it. You can coach it, but you saw what happened with the Lakers. Okay. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The Heat make the trade. Oh my God, we're on TNT. We're on ESPN. We're the big hot talk, right? The Heat are gonna win the NBA championship. All this whatnot. Giannis gets hurt, or Bam gets hurt. One of those two. And what's going to happen? They're going to lose. They're going to get eliminated for the round. You know what's that? Well, if Giannis was healthy, bro, we would have won the championship. Nah, we're good.
Okay,
we're good.
This is a moment, and I love AD, and I trust me. AD was a great basketball player, and I think what the Lakers did after that, after 2020, they should have kept that team together. That's when they really messed it up, and they started going into the Westbrook thing and all that bullshit. That's fine, but you cannot put Giannis in the same conversations with AD. AD was a situation.
I never mentioned AD. I'm just saying they don't.
Well, no, but we're comparing. You said what happened with the Lakers.
AD.
No, you said what happened with the Lakers. What happened with the Lakers? Yeah, the Lakers traded everybody.
Any team that goes for crazy stars. You said 2 stars, and you traded the whole freaking team. And when I told you where's the bench, you said, "Oh, bro, we could just sign a bunch of free agents."
Hey,
what is this NBA 2K?
Bobby, you wouldn't do it for Giannis and Ja?
No,
I would do it for Giannis.
Giannis and Ja, both of them.
No.
Giannis and Ja.
And then off the bench, I got Kasparas Giannis because I didn't move him. Yeah. I got Keshad Johnson. I got Pelle Larson. I'm gonna sign a center in a bio market that's gonna want to play for me. But man, Ja's 25. Oh boy.
Oh, Giannis and Ja.
Can we stick to reality? Like enough with the fantasy.
Yeah,
which
we are.
It's not gonna work. We're not gonna think. Like, no.
Reality.
Now, do I think we're in the market for Giannis?
What?
Go.
Go ahead. What you were saying?
You still think Pat's trying to get a whale?
I don't think he's actively trying to get a whale, but when Giannis becomes available, that's definitely something that the whole organization, because Giannis is not only the basketball player, it's who he is that's bringing to Miami. That is automatically an attention grabber. And the fact that you got Bam, that people want to come play for Bam, you got Spo, USA basketball coach. Like, this could be a generational run. If he stays
Adam Silver, zesty ass, ain't gonna let that happen. He wouldn't even let Dame come to Miami. You think he's gonna let Giannis come to Miami?
And what's insane, like you see that if you're talking about a situation like that, like Milwaukee, when they went in for Dame, and then they cut Dame, and they're paying Dame all this money for Giannis to ask out right now, it's like that's a bleak future. And the only way, and remember we talked about this a few years ago, Bobby. When Milwaukee was going for it and they had Drew Holiday, that team was nice. That team was good. They were perfect. They were still young. They
that's when they won the championship, right?
Yeah, that's when they won.
Yeah.
When they go into this Dame move, one of the things that we were talking about is the only way they can replenish all those assets they've lost is they have to trade Giannis. And you have to trade Giannis when he's worth a lot. Because Milwaukee is one of those teams, the small market teams that you fucked it up with Giannis, you're going to be shit for the next 5-6 years. Like, you're going to go through, if you do it right, you're going to go through a period of what OKC did. Now, OKC is in the driver's seat of anything in the NBA. Like, no one's touching OKC for the next 2 to 3 years. No one.
Crazy.
No one. So, Giannis comes up, man, you got to take a look at it because
OKC built their team right, from the ground up. That was wild. That's wild, bro.
And OKC got premium return on their assets because the Clippers overpaid for Paul George. severely overpaid for Paul George. For
So
what?
that's what, yeah,
Clippers
exactly.
overpay for everybody, though.
Exactly.
No,
And
no,
for
no.
what? And what happened?
We're not overpaying.
What happened?
We're not
But what
overpaying for
happened?
Paul George.
What happened? No. Stop it.
It's
No.
Giannis.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't blow up your team. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I'm a Giannis guy since the beginning, but you don't blow up your team for one guy and hope. Oh, what are you going to do with all your guys? Oh, we just go off free agency, sign a bunch of free agents. Okay.
Cool.
There's the Clippers, guys. Alex is the Clippers. I'm the
Oh,
Thunder.
I'm the Clippers. I'm the Clippers.
You would be the Clippers. You just said it. You just proved it right now, bro.
No,
you just proved it right now. You're the Clippers, bro.
Okay. What did I tell
Clippers.
you? What have I told you for all these years? The only two players that I will blow
trade
this roster up.
No,
and I would trade even Bam for straight up.
You would trade Bam for. That's what you said.
Straight up. But
my memory might be shit, but I remember that.
Straight up? Oh, yeah.
The only two players that I mentioned that I would ever be intrigued that to me is a franchise altering move, because I mean I'm not getting SGA. I already know that, so that's off the question. We weren't getting. People thought we weren't getting Luka.
It's a franchise altering move, but it's a franchise altering move. But Giannis is on Milwaukee. Where's Milwaukee right now?
Bobby, did you see who they surrounded him with?
It doesn't matter. What did they do? They blew up their team for Damian Lillard. And what happened?
That was a desperation move.
We're going to go.
This isn't a desperation move.
It would be if you trade half your team.
You're talking.
You're not going to do anything.
Bobby, do you realize that if you trade for Giannis, your starting lineup, for example, right now is Davion Mitchell, Norm Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Bam.
Yeah. Okay, what's your backups look like?
I just said it.
What's your rotation? No, you said the starter.
I already told you.
No, let him do it.
Jovic, Casper,
Jovic, who's having a bad year.
Kashad
Johnson, we don't know what we have it yet. Go ahead.
Okay, but
Casper, who hasn't played yet. Go ahead.
I got the.
We're going a bunch of unknowns, right? Go ahead.
Free agent.
Balling in the G League.
G League. Okay. Get out.
I'll even give Black Golden some backup minutes if you want, just to see the Black. I'll give him some backup minutes.
Yeah.
But it's bro. When it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, you sit in the table and you analyze that team. You're not going to trade everything because he's also in a position of power. He controls where he goes. Milwaukee's going to do right.
Exactly. That's right. That's why you don't overpay. That's why I would tell you, Alex,
no one
is
overpaying.
Alex, go sit at the kids' table and I'll handle the trade.
You can't even handle an NBA trade.
Go sit down over there.
I'm not going to say anything.
Any team that trades for him, I think, is going to have some type of leverage because he wants to leave. So
exactly. No, and for Milwaukee Portland was able to repair the relationship with Dame Lillard, but small market teams, you have to treat stars the right way because Giannis did deliver a championship to the organization.
Yeah,
Giannis stuck it through, but it's always been kind of like. Even in 2020, that whole time when Bam signed his first extension, there was always rumors that Giannis was looking at Miami. And they shared the same agent. Yeah. So there was always there. And I remember I was like, if Bam doesn't sign that extension, that means that Giannis is coming. Bam signs the extension. I'm like, Giannis is re-signing with Milwaukee. He's going to re-sign for the max. We got to wait another cycle. Then if it's not Giannis, the next hope is Anthony Edwards. And I'm not saying we're chasing it, but these are superstars. These are superstars that you can build around without gutting your roster, because.
And let me guess, Bobby, you don't like Anthony Edwards either.
Of course not. Not at all.
I'm not trading the whole team for him.
No,
what's the
point?
The
whole team, man.
You are trading the whole team.
No,
you throw all those guys out, you're trading the whole team. Yes,
Look, you know what I would trade for Giannis, and I think this is a fair trade value for Giannis.
Oh God,
You're going hero. You're going Rozier. You're going Khalil, and you're going
Rozier. Take Rozier out until we know about Rozier. Take Rozier out.
No, you're going to put his money in. You're going to put that. You're going to make that trade.
We don't know about that deal until we know what about the money. The money's on hold. You can't trade. No team's going to trade for Hawkins' deal until they know.
The Thunder's acquired a player that was.
I don't give a shit about the Thunder. We're talking about the
Porter
Heat.
Jr. But
there was no Terry Rozier on the.
Listen, Porter Jr. was arrested for domestic violence. He was traded and he was cut. Why? Because the league is going to rule. Once you make that trade, he's still on the team. The Heat are still paying a salary into an escrow account, so he's still an official member of your roster. He's suspended without pay, or not without pay. He's just removed. He's apart from the team. He's suspended, but he's still a member of your team. So you can still move him if you want to legally, but then the league has to make a ruling. And then if the league makes a ruling, this is where it gets nasty for the league. If they don't approve the trade, now Miami can bring legal matters into play, and that's when it turns into a system for the league, because once you have an investigation or a lawsuit, all the evidence is uncovered. So the NBA is smart. They're not going to fuck around with Miami too much to a certain point. So if they want to include Terry Rozier in the trade, they'll let the trade go through. Because if not, it's going to be a shitstorm for them. And that's just legalities for them. But you're not blowing up your team. I don't want to move where, but it's Giannis. You have to move where. It's a non-starter.
Not arguing about where. It's about the other things that you're adding in there, all the extra pieces. It's like, what are we doing? I'm not arguing about where.
Hero, Rozier, Hawkins, and where. You wouldn't give that up for Antetokounmpo?
He
Hawkins.
Jaime. Yeah,
not Hawkins. That's still your bro. I will give up Jovic for Antetokounmpo, and I love Jovic.
Yeah, I would do it too. Jovic is the weak link.
He's saying the same thing.
Oh my! Unbelievable.
He's saying the same thing.
Why would you trade Hawkins? Why
What?
would you touch Hawkins? You're already giving Khalil Ware. Why would you give Hawkins? That makes no sense.
Because
Pele Larson.
No, I know. I like.
See, I knew it. You said. You see, I knew if I said it. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
Well, it's Pele Larson.
Pele Larson. I knew I would get you.
But I'll trade him.
He has more value.
I got no problem.
He got more value.
Yeah, I got no problem. If they want Pele Larson,
so you don't have to give up as much.
Yeah,
you don't have to give up as much when you give them value players.
Here's why you don't have to, because you don't. This is why. Listen to me.
Doesn't understand.
Just shut up.
Probably don't want to hear none of this shit.
First of all,
don't be logical with him.
No. Oh yeah, I'm the illogical one. Listen, the fact is that the reason why you don't have to give up much is because Giannis is the one who wants out, and Milwaukee already said whatever team he wants, we're gonna work it out with that team. That's what he said. So if Giannis comes out and goes, I want to go to Miami.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's not going to hold Miami hostage. Miami already has Miami has the ball in their court. Now they're not going to shit on Milwaukee. They're going to get a fair deal,
of course.
But they're not going to go. Okay, here's Khalil Ware, here's Hawkins, here's Jovic, and there goes our future.
I'll say here's Hero, Hawkins, Jovic. There you go. That's it. Two first rounds, whatever.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
You keep
I'll
Ware?
do it.
Keep Ware?
Then that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm down with that. Keep Khalil Ware.
I'm
cool
down with that too.
But again, I'm not for blowing up the roster.
No, but Bobby, those are the moments
players.
Those are the amount you got. First of all, you got to make the money work. So you got to match up contracts too. But you're not just gonna. For example, no one in their right mind. Oh yeah, we're gonna give up Hero and Rozier because the numbers work, and we'll just give you a first round pick. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. That's not gonna fly. Like, no matter how much leeway he has, that's not gonna fly. It's not gonna happen.
And that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying because to me, Ware is not even a conversation. I mean, not Ware, Rozier, because I'm not even because until that's figured out, I don't think any team would trade for that. I just don't. They're not going to touch it.
It's an expiring. If you, for example, if Miami takes on more money, like Portis, like he has a contract for 2 years. Terry Rozier is an expiring deal.
Yeah,
so
he's just
Milwaukee needs
money.
a salary relief.
That's
it's just a money. Yeah. It's a money move, and they could honestly trade for him and release him right on the spot. It's on the books for this year, but next year that's it. They're clean, and they got rid of the Bobby Portis. They got rid of the Gary Trent contract. So that's where it gets into.
They actually free up money.
Correct. Now, if we take on more money, that's less assets you have to give up. So that's when you could get into the negotiation table. That's when you're like, you know what? We don't want to give up Ware, but we'll take on Trent. We'll take on this guy. We'll take on that. Take Hawkins and Jovic instead.
Well, that's the thing.
Like,
cool. That's why that would happen.
Do that.
To me, that's why it would go. You would have to do it. Is because it's the money they're taking back. Because if they're taking Rozier back, and he's not going to be a player to play for them, and they're going to have to take on that deal, that's when you're going to have to include obviously the first round pick. You're going to have to include Hawkins. You're going to have to probably include Joe or one of those young guys or whatever, Jovic and whatever, because they're taking that money back. They're taking that money back. So that's when you would have to include that. But if you don't include Ware or Rozier,
no, you didn't get me. No, Rozier. If we're trading Rozier's an expiring deal. If we get back Trent and Portis, they still got money on their contracts for the following year. So we're alleviating them. That's when you got to give up less assets because we're giving you an expiring, and I'm taking on 2 players that have a contract for 2 years. So I'm taking on money. So I don't have to give you that extra asset because you're not helping me out. I'm helping you out.
What do you save in the first round pick? What's the asset you're saving?
You could probably save maybe a first or a swap, or maybe you can save one of the players that you don't want to move. You can save one of.
So okay, if you look at, are you still there? Did Alex disappear?
Right.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. So if you were to do,
there you go.
I'm back. There we
he's
go.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say it's Bam, Giannis, Norman Powell. Well, Andrew Wiggins would be included in a trade, right? Andrew Wiggins would stay.
If you trade Rozier, you don't have to trade Wiggins. If you don't
Tyler's
trade Rozier,
the most money.
Yeah, Tyler's gone.
Hero Hero would be included no matter what. And then Mitchell.
I would be unless, hear me out. I don't know why it would happen, but it could happen. Unless Milwaukee doesn't want to be tied down to anything and have to extend Hero, which I don't understand why they wouldn't, because he's a Milwaukee boy. So you can kind of feed off that a little bit. Yeah. And he's a proven scorer. There's a scenario where you can move Wiggins and Rozier, but I don't see that happening. The money works, but I definitely, if I'm Milwaukee, I mean, unless I want to get rid of salary and completely just gut everything, I could do that.
Probably will.
That's the thing.
You losing Giannis, you might just want to start over, hit the reset button.
They might angle for Wiggins, Rozier, Ware, Jovic, Giannis. They might angle for.
Well, they're going to want to get back the most assets they can get
for sure.
So,
Caspers, we could build some packages.
Kashard. Well, again, they have the assets. So, yeah, I don't know if there's another team because the Lakers were thrown in there.
The Warriors are always going to be thrown in there. It was supposedly New York, but I don't think really New York is in the picture. They could make the move, but
honestly,
I don't think Milwaukee
is there
wants
any
Karl
deal that the Lakers or the Warriors could make that is more attractive than Kahwi Leonard, Tyler Hero, Jaquez, and I don't know if there's any first rounder.
The Lakers can offer Austin Reeves. They can offer 3 first-round picks, I believe.
That's where the killer comes in.
It's just salary, really. Exactly. It's just salary matches. Yeah. Rui.
Because to me, you see Austin Reeves, but is Austin Reeves a better asset than Kahwi Leonard? I don't think so. Is he
right now?
Better than Tyler Hero?
I don't think he is right now. You tell me, get Kahwi Leonard, Tyler Hero, and Jaquez.
No.
To me, if I'm Milwaukee, I'm like, and if you give me a draft pick,
yeah,
to me, I'm looking at it going, that's my squad. That's a young squad that I could start over with.
Look, the only team, if Giannis is interested, like I told you, the only team that I think that could top us right now is San Antonio and OKC. And that's if OKC wants to do it. I don't think OKC is going to do it, but I would not be surprised. San Antonio has the assets to make it work, and they can pair him up with Wemby, and that will be astronomical because that is basketball to the next level. How that will work, and then San Antonio could either offer De'Aaron Fox or Dylan Harper. Yeah, and productive wing 7-footers, which is insane.
Yeah, but again, it's the team you brought up earlier. Like, what would be like San Antonio's starting unit with Giannis and
with
Victor?
Giannis?
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna have to move either De'Aaron. They're gonna ask for Dylan Harper. They're gonna ask for Stephen Castle. I don't think San Antonio will move Castle they're not gonna move both of them.
So my thing is too. It's like that's the point. You have it's nice to see it on a poster. Oh, Giannis and Victor. Wow, really nice. What's the starting unit going to look like? Because if you're telling me if Giannis is looking at Miami, even if you trade Jaquez, Tyler Hero, Kahwi Leonard, the roster you brought up, just the starting unit, because the backups as a whole, they're arguing.
You don't need much more.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, even right, you think of Victor, right? Because Alex says, they wouldn't touch Castle. But maybe again, it's Giannis, right? That's the whole argument. It's Giannis. You would say, man, if we really want to get this done, you go trade Castle. Yeah. You figure it out later. But with the Heat, here's let's say Andrew Wiggins is not included in that deal, right? Let's say Wiggins stays with the Heat.
Correct.
Which would be best case scenario, really, because you get rid of Rare and you keep Wiggins.
Yeah.
Bam, Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Powell. Powell is key. Yes. That to me is the game changer. Yes. And then Mitchell.
Yes.
Right. So
Powell
to me,
if you get rid of Hero, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
you don't need him no more.
To me, if I'm Giannis, I'm looking at it, I'd rather go there. I mean, just because you look at the whole picture.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Bam is a sell. But then you got Wemby.
Okay.
Wemby's another.
Who else is on that starting unit? That's my thing. Who else is on? That
they'll
matters,
probably-
and I'm sure
they'll
that
probably
matters
keep-
to Giannis. Giannis
if
wants
they
to win.
if they move De'Aaron Fox and maybe Dylan Harper, they'll keep Stephon Castle. They got Harrison Barnes. I think Keldon Johnson might be moved. They have the other guy. Oh my God, Vermo 24. I forgot his name now. That's like a shooting guard, small forward. They got some depth. They got some pieces there.
Yeah.
So it's not like the starting
Good
line
young
won't fall
team.
off. Yeah. They have a lot of pieces. And
All
then
right,
if it's OKC, you can pick because you have it. OKC is really a pick move. Like they're trading.
They're 10
crazy
deep.
amount of first rounds.
They're 10 deep, yeah. And they got
they'll make the OKC will have a harder time making the salary work because they're gonna have to trade a lot of combination of players because they don't really have only SGA. All those extensions haven't kicked in. So I think maybe one is making 20 million or the other one is 18. So you gotta have accumulation of players there just to make the money work.
So, very quick.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
You said earlier, he could figure it out. How would you figure that out? What would you give up for Kawhi Leonard, and then how would your starting unit look?
I'll give up Wiggins and Rozier in a first round, maybe, for Kawhi.
So it'd be basically Wiggins straight up with a first round pick.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. So
I'm good with that.
how do you see? I know that's not, you can't argue against it because then you're like, okay, we're getting Kawhi, and on his worst day, it's like, But the thing is, again,
I love Andrew Wiggins, but
what
Kawhi's
happens with an injury?
Well, no, of course, yeah, that's something that you have to risk. That's a risk and reward,
That's
but you're
what
not
I'm
giving
saying.
up anything. You're
But
not
if
really
it's
giving up.
a swap, but if you're talking about Wiggins for Kawhi Leonard,
for sure.
you're hoping that
For
Kawhi
sure.
Leonard on his upside, on his best day, that's where you're in the playoffs. That's like, oh shoot, we got Kawhi.
And you know what's
Don't
insane?
play him in a regular season at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, just hold him. Just hold him.
You know what's insane? There's going to be so many players under that tier because obviously the tier right now is Giannis. That's
Of
number
course.
one.
Yeah.
Then you got the Kawhis. Then you got maybe say even Jimmy Butler if there's rumors about him being moved. Then you go into the tiers of disgruntled stars, possibly Sabonis. James Harden will probably maybe be moved if he wants to. So there's some players that can affect your team that are a very low cost move. But you kind of save these assets for Giannis, for which is still to this day going back to what Luka went for. Yeah, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis could be had too.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just say this: the Heat are a team that they already know what they're willing to give up. They're not gonna. If they go to the Milwaukee Bucks and they say, "Hey, man, I'm willing to offer you these guys right here, this group of thing," and the Milwaukee said, "No, I want." Let's just say we're giving you Khalil Ware, or let's say that we're giving you, Khalil Ware, Tyler Hero, Hawkes, and like, oh well, we want Larson too, or we want Jovic too, or we want. That's when the Heat say, "No, we're good," and hang up.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just keep adding. You can't just keep adding.
Yeah, they're not. The Heat already know what they're willing to give up. Like,
correct.
And I don't think the Heat are a team that's going to blow everything up to do it. Now, that's when I think the Heat are like, they go, okay. That's why the rumor is that they have discussion. They've had discussions about Kawhi Leonard because they know, hey, he's not who he once was.
Yeah.
But this is a guy who could help us in a playoff run if we're going to continue on this trend, and we're not going to have to give up the farm for him. And we know what type of player he is. We saw what he did in Toronto. We know what he is, on the court when he's healthy, So that's where they go, okay, here's our package. Like you said, Terry Rozier, throw in a first round pick as a sweetener, Andrew Wiggins.
Correct.
You get to keep all your young pieces, and now you're just adding a Kawhi Leonard. Oklahoma City Thunder again.
running that running gun offense though.
Yeah. And
there'll be some adjustments. There'll be some adjustments there too. Yeah.
So, you want that dude running that much?
Yeah.
All right.
And see, but that's the other thing too. You gotta, how do you make them fit? Can't just get a guy to get a guy. He has to fit.
True.
And there's
a package.
Yeah.
Bobby, what I'm intrigued by I'm intrigued by what it would take as a fallback option, Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson as a package. Because I would be intrigued by Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson. They're older, but it won't cost me too much assets. So I'm like, that's another one I'm going to run by. My little NBA trade machine.
I need to get you NBA 2K. Like,
we
just all day playing that.
All day.
Bobby, I made this trade, bro.
Playing off season. He's just playing off season. That's it.
Oh, man.
I love that game, dude. I'm playing it right now. I got the LeBron, Wade, Bosch Heat. I started off with them.
So you start off with them in their
yeah,
era?
because you do eras, and so I did that Heat team. And
have you made any moves?
No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna wait till the off season.
Okay.
My goal is, not 1, not 2, not 3. I'm gonna see what I can do, obviously, to keep winning, but also keep LeBron in Miami.
Yeah, see if it's possible.
Yeah, see if it's possible. I love that part of the feature of the game is that, and I love that. You could do the Larry Bird era, Larry Bird Magic. You do Michael Jordan era. You got the Kobe era, which is when that it starts off the year before Wade, LeBron, and Bosh are drafted.
Yeah.
So you start that off, and what I love about it too, about that game, is that depending on the era you pick, that's how the game presentation is. So when you're playing in that era, like you're playing with the Heat with Brian Grant, oh my gosh, Eddie House and whatever. The presentation is like the old NBA. The camera looks a little grayer.
Yeah.
I love it. And then as you go,
the 90s
you got the you got the Sonics, you got the Charlotte Bobcats, and then as you go, you could decide, oh no, I'm ready to update, and they'll update the uniforms, they'll update the team, they'll add a team. It's really cool feature they got. But so that's my goal. I'm playing with that Heat, and so I'm gonna roll it out and see how long I can make them last. Hopefully, Chris Bosh doesn't, gets healthy, keeps staying healthy, and all that whatnot. If not, then I'll trade LeBron and just get a bunch of guys to go around.
Get a bunch of picks.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's like if he starts going, I'm thinking about exploring the market. I bet you are. Beep, trade your ass. Talking to you and Rich Paul, you gone. Get all I could get. Bring Kobe to Miami, brother. But I tried to sign. Like I tried to do the Brian Grant Heat. And Michael Jordan was a free agent. He didn't retire after that 1 year with the Wizards. So he's a free agent. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get Michael to come to the Heat, and he went back to the Wizards. I was like, whatever, bro. I was like, whatever, man.
And it's funny when you say that. I remember those rumors about Michael Jordan possibly coming when we acquired Shaq, and there was like,
oh, really? I didn't remember.
I
remember that.
Came on the newspaper and everything, and I was like,
oh, shit.
What?
but it's realistic. I mean, the thing is, and the cap is different. If you play now in modern day NBA thing, the cap is crazy. You 50 million, whatever. But if you go back to that era, even just that Kobe era, it's 50 million is like the most money. That's 50 million.
When the Heat, when LeBron signed, they signed 6 years, $111 million contracts.
That's crazy.
Like that was nothing. Each of them, I think, were making in the first year 14 point something $1 million because the cap was like 40. The salary cap was like 47 or 51 or something when they first signed.
It wasn't 6'7"?
No, it wasn't 6'7". That was 2014 or 2015 when it got to 6'7".
It's growing on you, Bobby. It's growing on you.
I'm gonna get you shirts, man.
Oh god,
yeah.
Give me a shirt. Nice cup of
Christmas.
leche.
Ooh, you a cookies and milk guy?
Yeah, dude. All day, every day. Yeah. I'll switch it up. Oreos and milk, Chips Ahoy. Soften that cookie
bro.
Up.
Do you ever believe you said banana milk, bro.
Hey, don't be a hater, man. You talking about milk? The banana milk was good, man. That's Nesquik. I'd like those.
That sound weird, bro. Banana milk.
You don't like a nice, good long banana?
Man,
I mean, yeah. And get that milk. You work for that milk for that?
Yeah.
For that banana?
Jesus Christ, man. Unbelievable. That banana milk. He's milking the banana.
The banana milk is legit, dude. That was good. Strawberry milk.
Did you feel the banana, Bobby?
Huh?
Did you feel the banana, Bobby?
Yeah. You gotta get all that milk.
Gotta get all that milk with the banana.
Every last
somebody's watching this who never watched it. Go, what does a milk have to do with a banana? I don't understand.
Someone just walked into this episode right now, and be like,
weren't they just talking about the Heat?
I thought this was a sports podcast. What is this?
It's an everything podcast.
Report.
Oh man, Alex, what are you watching, bro?
Yeah.
Anything? Any programs, documentaries, shows?
I started watching. The only thing I watched, bro, the only TV I've watched this last week was the Kevin Hart special that came out on Netflix.
I saw it there. I haven't watched it yet.
And then what I want to watch is the Diddy
Oh, the
documentary of 50 Cent.
I
Oh,
ain't watching that shit.
Oh man, I want to watch that shit. I want to. 50's going off, man. 50's going off.
Oh,
it's gonna be like watching a comedy, bro. But
Yeah,
a sad
man, yeah.
comedy.
What about you, Adrian? What do you got on? What are you watching, man?
Man, I don't off season. That's when I watch all my stuff. I catch up, but I'm all sports right now. It's pretty much every night, bro. So
Gotcha.
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I got done, of course, watching Landman. That's what's on Paramount, which is Billy Bob Thornton. That's a really good fucking show.
Oh,
Landman is really good, but I gotta wait on that. And then what is it on Paramount? Paramount has all that great stuff. I don't know.
Yes,
I see the comment, but there's a good show. The Wayne he did it to himself. he did it to himself. That's really good.
yeah.
You know, it's a good show that it's oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh, Mobland. It's called Mobland, Alex. Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, Tom
Ooh.
Hardy. Oh, that's it.
Anything with Tom Hardy, I'm watching.
Right there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys have a shot, throw it on. It's basically they're the British. I think it's based in London or England. They're the British mafia. Pierce Brosnan's the head of the family, and of their mob family, and Tom Hardy's the cleaner. So like anything like, oh, this guy didn't pay, or go find out where this person.
Is it with Glenn Close too?
No. Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren. Sorry, not Glenn Close.
It's really,
I saw
it's really good, dude. Todd and I threw it on one night just to throw it on because I was like, I want to see, because you got Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren. I was like, I love the way the trailer, when the trailer went out, and we couldn't stop. Dude, we already finished the whole season. We're waiting for season 2. We did it like in 2 days. We finished the whole thing. You know, I was like, it was so good. We were cleaning it in the weekend, and we just were like, no, you can't come in the room. The kids try to come in the room because, you know, it's bad murder and shit. But I'll just tell you, like, you know, you think anybody's good? They're not. They're all fucked up, you know, but it's a good But anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Y'all ever seen Legend with Tom Hardy? The movie?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Where he plays like the twins? Like a
Oh, I've seen clips. I do want to watch that.
Bro, you gotta watch that fucking movie. That dude, killer.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They got y'all watch Peaky Blinders?
Yeah,
No,
bro. I love Peaky Blinders, man. I finished it. Yeah.
The movie come out next year?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm waiting for. I want to see the movie. That's another show that I saw some clips on, and I was like, I'm gonna throw it on one day. And Alex, you'd love it. I'm telling you, like that's another show that.
Bro, watch that show. Yeah.
Yeah, that actor. What's his name? Oh my goodness. Cillian Murphy, I think.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
really good.
Cillian
Murphy. He won the Academy Award for Oppenheimer, but he's that show right there. It's legit. That's one of the best shows. Like it's one I was like, I'm gonna throw this on. It looks fun, and that's another one you can't stop watching. It's like as soon as the kids go to bed, throw that on.
Sons of Anarchy, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
If you never watched Sons of Anarchy, that's
I used to watch Sons of Anarchy.
Another show on
That's
Paramount.
my favorite show of all time.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
had everything.
The now that you say Sons of Anarchy, Maggie Siff was in that show. She played the girlfriend of Jax. There's a show that's on Paramount Plus called Billions. That was from Showtime, I think, and it ended already like a year ago. But it's Paul Giamatti, Damian Lewis, who's the husband of his wife is the aunt in Peaky Blinders. I'm trying to remember her name. Tommy's aunt. That's his wife who died from cancer. Okay. She died of cancer. They write her out of the show, but he that's his show, Billions, and it's basically he's a hedge fund manager, and Paul Giamatti's the DA, the district attorney or the attorney general, excuse me. And so the whole show basically is them going against each other. You know, but Maggie Siff is Paul Giamatti's wife, but she works for Bobby Axelrod, and so that's a show I couldn't stop watching. So there's a lot. I think
I've seen a preview for that.
Yeah, when you put that one on, you'll get that one's kind of fun. That one's a good one, but here and there, and then of course, Welcome to Derry. I've been on that. That's the killer clown Pennywise. That shit's messed up.
They said it's scarier than
the movie. Yeah, dude, he's creepy as hell. But he did that. Actor is ridiculous. He's a great actor, the one who plays the clown. But yeah, man, they killed little Richie. Yeah, I was like, that's fucked up, man. But the good thing is the clown didn't eat him. He just died from smoke inhalation. But it was like, he died a hero. He died a hero. R.I.P. Richie. R.I.P. Richie.
Rip.
He was Cuban.
Rip Ricardo. Rip Ricardo.
Yeah. He was Cuban, Alex. He's Cuban in real life too, but he's a Cuban in the show. Yeah. There was smoke, and he put the girl that he liked inside a box.
First one to die?
Protect her. No. He's not the first. He's not.
I'm asking her question.
Yeah, we're just gonna put him on. He's gone.
We hire all nationalities. He dies first. What?
Yeah. What?
The girl in the box was white, by the way. Like, oh, okay.
Of course.
He came out a hero. She's like, get in the box. He's like, nah, I'm good. But that's fucked up. Watch that scene at least. That's a pretty messed up situation. You got me messed up now because I'm thinking about everyone else who died.
No,
it was set in the 60s.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, wait a second.
All the minorities.
No whites. No whites.
The thing is, the whites are the ones who did it.
Yeah,
Pennywise just happened to be there.
Shit.
You know what this episode's called? It's called The Black Spot. So,
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's getting worse and worse, bro.
Yeah.
A bunch of Alex's ancestors. But
what was Russ talking about? He talking about the World Basketball Championship?
Oh no, World Baseball Classic.
Hold it together, Bobby. Jeez.
Oh, God. Yeah, no.
Fogged up his glasses.
Yeah, no, Russ. Good luck, man. That'd be cool if you go. I can't sponsor you though. I'm broke. I saw his comment. I ignored it.
Yeah, I peeped that. That's why I brought it up.
I was hoping you would skip it.
Yeah.
Leave it alone, Adrian. Don't bring it up.
Hey, what is Russ saying here? Let's blow this up right here.
Russ was like, worth a shot.
Yeah, hey man.
Yeah.
Russ is awesome, man. No, Russ is great.
He missed.
I love baseball. He'll be on tomorrow for On Deck.
You don't. Yeah,
that's right.
He was on tonight. Yeah, tonight.
Yeah, he was for college Blitz.
This afternoon.
For On Deck. Yeah, they went earlier, which was great. That was really cool. I really appreciated doing that. But anyway, man, Alex, any wrap-up thoughts, my brother?
Man, it's going to get exciting. December 15th is the date that players that sign in the offseason are eligible to be traded. So in the NBA, the rumors are going to start picking up. I don't foresee a trade happening anytime soon, but I will not be surprised. There's always that one early trade in the season. And once it's eligible, there's that one early move that kind of shocks the NBA a little bit. But aside from that, keep riding the wave, keep playing it out. Hopefully our Dolphins get to 7-7. A tough matchup though. And also congratulations, Inter Miami. We are MLS Cup champions.
Yes.
So that's another championship to Miami. We got our Panthers. We got into Miami. So it's just a fun time, bro. It's a fun time. And the holiday season is kind of like the best sports season with college football. The NFL is getting into the later weeks already. The NBA is just starting. Major League Baseball with a winter meeting, so you're gonna have a lot of player movement. So it's just a fun time, man. And everybody else just stay safe and much love from Miami, from a nice, cool, chilly Miami.
Adrian, my brother, finally got you on the show. We had some fun there, man. Thank you. Any final thoughts for wrap this one up?
Well, thank you for letting me host the first couple minutes of the show, obviously. And you froze for a good 2 minutes.
I froze. It was a minute. It was a minute.
What a way to welcome our guest, bro.
I know. No, we were talking. I was talking. I was like, I disappeared.
I didn't expect to fucking host this shit today. Let's go. First time on the show.
Hey, bro, you gotta get you going.
Mi casa, su casa.
Yeah.
He froze talking about milk too, which was the funniest thing ever.
I was like, leche.
He had it. He had to go get some.
Yeah. Like a cat.
What?
Hilarious. Nah, man, I appreciate you guys. This was fun, man, for real. I'm always in the comments, so I love this show, man. Y'all got great camaraderie. You can tell y'all known each other pretty much y'all whole life, man. That's awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. So
literally,
it's great. It's great, man, and I appreciate y'all. But yeah, man. Let's just hope for some wins. That's it coming up, and Yeah, Dolphins on the clock, man, because I done seen every other team, including a damn soccer team, win a championship down here, and the Dolphins still haven't won. So they on the clock, bro, for real. They gotta tighten up.
That's
If
right.
the Panthers and Inter Miami win a championship before, how does that happen, bro? Before the Dolphins in my
Imagine if the
lifetime.
Marlins win again, like win a third. Well, before the
I
Dolphins.
believe it. I believe they
Yeah.
probably will. It's crazy.
Yeah, there might be
But-
a trade. It's supposedly with the Orioles. I saw Baltimore Orioles might be a trade going on.
Oh, for Cabrera.
For
Yeah.
Adley Richardson or Richardson. I'm butchering the last name.
Oh shit. Okay.
I saw his name in there for Cabrera. Yeah. So I was like, ooh, okay, maybe wait, we're talking.
It's gonna get fun. I'm telling you, it's gonna get fun. Martin's gonna be.
I'm really looking forward to. I am looking forward to. And then Pete Alonso signed with someone. He left the Knicks. The Mets.
With the Orioles.
That there you go. Maybe
Yep.
that might be the case. The Mets, man, they're down bad right now. The Mets are down bad. I mean, they lost. Who's it? Edwin Diaz. You know, they lost Soto last year.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, they've
No,
been for a long time.
And Dodgers are just dominant. There's rumors that they might acquire Screwball from the Tigers. So like they're just monopolizing the baseball world, bro.
Yankees are the West, bro.
The
Yankees are the West.
Bro, they're Yankees on steroids because their
Yeah.
TV's contract and the money, their revenue, they're making. They can have a payroll that's like $500 million and they're still making money, which is insane.
Exactly.
Insane, man.
That's sick. But anyway, so for the rest of the week, tomorrow, talking about baseball, On Deck will be live with Russ Morgan. I don't know if Vincenzo will be there. I know they brought it up, but right now I know it's Russ. He'll talk about Pete Alonso, talk about Edwin Diaz, possible trades going down with in baseball, a lot of the big moves. Canesborough Podcast will be back on again live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Brett, Gio, and Mondo. They'll preview the first round of the college football playoffs with the Hurricanes and Texas A&M. Saturday, I got a game in the morning, but well, first off, not on FTSN, on the Rainey Day Podcast at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
1
p.m. Eastern. 2 Raw for SmackDown. Saturday Night Main Event preview with Adrian and Stanley. And
Sean Stanley, Tony, my co-host Tony, and Frankie Fresco will be on that show because
there you go.
I did it. We do it early. That's why.
That's all right. That's good. Yeah, I want to make sure I try to remember everything. And then of course, if you love wrestling and you want a little more of it, 5 p.m. Eastern time, Adrian, myself, and Josh Kimmel will be live on the No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast to preview Saturday Night Main Event. You know, John Cena possibly opening the show with Gunther. What's the plan on that with them opening? What's the plan after? I assume that's Cody Rhodes and Obi Femi are going to be main eventing. So we're going to talk all that. You know, obviously Adrian's very excited to discuss that have that conversation. Alex
I'm excited
as well.
that you just call Obi.
Obi.
Why you gotta do the black guy like that, bro?
It was Obi Femi.
Obi Femi.
Did I say Obi?
Oba.
No,
African, bro.
That's racist, Bobby. It's racist.
No.
Call that boy.
Did I say
Obi.
You banana milk chugging mother.
Oh,
just let me end the show.
One day I'm gonna go to Bobby's house and he's gonna have a second fridge. And it's
banana milk. Banana milk.
Banana
14 banana
milk,
trees.
all types of milks.
Shit,
Hey, all types of milks. All
That's
types
my
of
leche
flavors.
fridge.
You know,
my
on
leche.
second row, all bananas. The third one, Reese's.
There we go. Hell
Oba
yeah,
Femi.
Reese's.
Oba Femi.
Obi. Was it Obi and Cody?
Oh, of course, man.
Just let me hit the show. You
White
prick.
twins.
Cody, right?
Oh,
White
God, I'm
twins.
trying to get to the end. I'm tired. Screw you guys. Look. All right.
Hell yeah.
Adrian's, I'm not letting that one go. Oh, shit.
It was hilarious.
It's all right. I took it. Sunday. What's on Sunday? Nothing. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
We'll be live for pregame right before, I believe it's going to be 6:30 Eastern time for the FTS Finstock pregame show before we get into Monday Night Football. And then, of course, we'll be live immediately after the game for the Finstock postgame show. So appreciate you all. It'll be late, but that's all
you
good.
Ain't getting no sleep that night.
I don't even know what sleep is. But anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all so much. Adrian, thank you for joining us, brother. I appreciate you more than you know. Like and subscribe, and good night, Miami.
Bobby Hill Gringos in the house. Straight out of Hialeah, no doubt. East 10th Street where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex, the boy with the D. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the two worlds meet.